Yeah, that's it. Rolling, rolling, rolling.
Yeah. Point one up. Good.
Microphone activated.
Well, good evening, everybody, to this evening's live stream. Tonight, we've given special exception. We're going to allow you to hear all the amusing anecdotes that are said on TeamSpeak. Normally, I only get to hear these, but they'll be on tonight. So, say hello, everybody, on TeamSpeak.
Hello!
Hey!
Hello.
Hello.
Hey.
Hi.
Sounds familiar? It's the dwarves from Cinderella. Come on, guys, how is the song?
Hi ho, hi ho, it's a
rolling.
hi ho, hi ho, hi ho. I just got the email to say it just went live. I shall check a second. Ah, we're bad. Not in a good way.
Sometimes I feel like a joke.
Well, you want to get tapping.
I'll tell you what, come on, it's like it's happening to schools.
He doesn't have to say anything.
It's a little bit, it seems a little bit choppy. You alright?
Who have we got? It's the latest follower. I didn't quite catch it. It was GCZ somebody, but thank you very much, GCZ. And another one, Still Guns. Thank you for following tonight.
Where's Polly?
Be right back, guys.
Yeah, you better.
Oh, hang on. That's a replay from the stream. Yeah, it seems to be alright, actually.
Okay, thank you, John. So you're going to try and open up the chat in a separate pop-up window. If anybody wants to answer questions or anything, ask questions rather, I'll hopefully see them.
Or I'll sing it.
Now, what's the question?
How old are you? When's the race department CD coming out? Dude, Christmas girl in the puppy world.
Grab my notice, it says we've got 0 viewers, but I'm pretty sure we've got some viewers given that we're getting followers quite a lot. On the overlay, I don't know if there's anything we can do to fix that one.
I'm not sure if you have the latest version.
If you send me a link, I'll adjust it if you can.
So, is the overlay the opposite to an underlay? Yeah, exactly.
Another follower, DeMarco. Thank you very much. 661. Our target for tonight is 750. Cheekily, Bram put it up just for us because this is such a popular streaming event tonight, the Formula 3, you see. So our target is to get to 750. That's a shade under 90 needed tonight. It's a tall order.
When's qualifying?
I'm giving away the
Less than
steering
1
wheel
minute.
this weekend to our Twitch followers. The T300 during the RDTCC broadcast.
front of quality.
Yay! Right then.
Hey, Craig, is the setup unchanged?
My setup.
Yeah, the one you sent earlier.
The only one thing I've done is the bump and rebounds. That's the only thing I've played around with.
So, server switching over to qualifying.
We do like a good bump.
Anybody on the chat there who's watching the stream, just let me know if the audio is okay, if the mic volumes are okay. Just give me a shout, because I'm not sure. I can't watch the stream myself. So feel free to comment in the chat if anything's not quite right. Okay, we managed to get the current viewers working. So as is traditional, we have 14 million viewers at the moment. Thank you, Oliver. Oliver just commented on the stream that everything is good, so the stream is working properly. Yay!
Go, go, go.
Right, so the cars are going out. Let's go and have a look. Who should we follow?
I wouldn't follow me because you'll end up going dizzy.
I think we were getting 132s, is that right, gentlemen? Is that roughly best qualities we were getting? 31s were we? So yeah, let's see. We're riding with Florian Visa at the moment, who often qualifies very well, very highly up the grid. So we'll take a lap with Florian and see how he does on his first hot lap. He's just on his out lap at the moment. Only a 10-minute qualifying session, so we're down to 9 minutes already. And we do have over 30 drivers tonight, but due to the way the game's configured, each track has a limit as to how many drivers are meant to be on the grid, and this track is limited, I believe, to 26. So unfortunately on the stream, guys, you'll only be able to see the top 26 drivers, although we do have over 30 tonight racing.
So we're not going to be
there's only
shown
29 pit spaces.
No idea.
I think it's all right to go over. I don't know exactly how it worked, but we discovered Mr. Admin John Souter worked out that each track seems to be configured for how many opponents should be on there, and when you go above that number, the HUD doesn't show any more than that. So this one's configured for 25 opponents, so one driver plus 25 makes 26. There's my math skills for you there.
You won't be seeing me then.
So Florian coming around on his first hot lap. Oh, he's involved in an incident already. Unfortunate there for Florian on his hot lap. Right, we're just going to see if we can find out. Guys, are the name tags working above cars again for you? Because I can't turn mine on. Right, I'll have to go and see what keys are assigned to it.
Bram, you're driving a Skoda.
Okay, we've got the labels working again. So let's see, who should we go out with? So riding with Kazdar Karim, He's currently in pole position with a 1:32.4. We'll take a lap with Craig Patterson here. Let's hope he doesn't put him off.
Pressure.
Unbelievable.
Alex Parker there also not on a hot lap, moved over nicely for Craig. So nicely through that chicane, hitting the apex as well.
Thanks.
And Florian Visa just put the fastest lap in, 1:31. We thought we'd get into the 31s, 1:31.8 for Florian, puts him on pole position. So it's looking good for Craig. Let's see what he gets as he crosses the line. A 32.1 puts him in second place, 0.29 behind Florian. So an excellent lap there for Craig. Craig rather, not Crane, Craig. Even can't get the basic names right now, oh dear.
Sacked.
Oh, somebody's just asking on the stream, how do you get the map in the bottom right hand corner? The overlay in the game is DIN HUD. There is a DIN HUD editor, so if you go to the folder that Automobilista is installed in, you should find a plugins subfolder inside there. You'll find the DIN HUD editor. So I've made a custom overlay which puts the map in the bottom right hand corner. So I hope that helps you out there, still guns. And whilst I've been talking there, Kazdar Krim has just put in a very good lap. He is in pole now. Let's have a look at the time there. 1:31.4 for Kazdar. Just over 2.5 minutes left of qualifying. Let's see who else is out on the circuit. So we're watching Ramon van Rijn. I think I pronounced that wrongly. He tried to tell me correctly earlier, but he's on his hot lap, I believe. So let's see how well Ramon does.
User joined your channel.
So if we can make a good run down the back straight there through the last chicane onto the start finish. He could improve his qualifying time. It's going to be a close one though. And we have a new follower. Thank you, Quentis23. Of a little bit down on his previous best. So Ramon is in 7th now as another person's qualified slightly quicker. Not sure who's moved up there, but he didn't improve on his time there. It got very close, but not quite.
Out that.
So qualifying's coming to an end now. It's going to be a last chance for anybody to cross the finish line to get a lap. So Florian, as just been informed, you'll heard on TeamSpeak, is on his hot lap. So let's ride with Florian. He's coming through the last chicane. His last opportunity to get into pole position. He's currently in 2nd. Kasdar Krim has, I think, put another slightly quicker lap in, shaved a fraction more off. A big wiggle for Florian on the exit there. He's pushing very hard. Let's look at his time. 31.9, so he hasn't improved. His previous race was 31.8, so very good times. Florian will be in 2nd place. Riding with Erhan Jaworski, who's just again coming through to the last chicane. Currently in 4th place on the grid with a 32.2.
I reckon that's a bad motor. Dodgy fuel.
32.3, so he doesn't improve, remains in 4th place. See if anybody else is out there still on the grid. So still on a hot lap rather.
Yeah, I'll be running pure loss.
It does look like most people have finished their hot laps. Can't find anybody. Well, thanks Oliver HH for that link on the chat a few minutes ago, just helping out with the Din Hood guide. Thank you very much. Right, I think we've got a minute's warm up. Is that right, guys?
Correct.
So let's go through the grid order. We have Kasdar Karim on pole position, Florian Visa in 2nd, Craig Patterson in 3rd, Erhan Jaworski in 4th place, Jose Lima in 5th, Thomas Lankinen in 6th, and Andreas Ehrlich in 7th. In 8th place comes Ramon van Rijn. In 9th place we have Dan O'Neill. In 10th, Bart Zwerink. In 11th, Miguel Muniz.
Okay.
Theo van der Brink brings us up in 12th place. And then 13th, we have Ricardo Martins. 14th, Andrew Ford. 15th, Nathaniel Rees. 16th, Jörn Horbelt. And in 17th, our admin for the evening, John Suter. 18th, Bram Hangeveld. 19th, Simon Olizarovitz. In 20th, Steve Legales.
Hooray!
Hey, that's it. Go on, guys. You can cheer yourself. It's allowed. It's allowed. Maverick Jones in 21st. Matthias Lepaczynski in 22nd. Moises Navarro in 23rd. In 24th, Nick Lawrence. In 25th, Nuno Aparicio. In 26th, Sten Svensson. And in 27th, we have Andrew Harper. 28th, Sharjil Riaz. 29th, Jensi Estebanez. And in 30th, Jose Vasconcelos. 31st, Ingemar Peterson. And in 32nd, we have Sven Arne Andersson. And the commentator, that's me. I haven't qualified. So I am back off the grid. So we'll be rolling over to the race shortly. There's a formation lap this evening for the racers, for the drivers to warm up their tyres. There's a few people out there doing practice starts, and the server's going to roll over any moment. 25 million viewers, everybody.
Holy shit! Hey.
Well, I learned something from
There
that
we go.
warm-up anyway.
There we go.
Don't hit the gas too hard coming at the corners.
So has anybody else followed through yet? I mean,
Oh, well, our latest follower is Killer258, which I don't think I gave an announcement to. So Killer258 is our latest follower according to the stream overlay. 667 out of 750. Come on, guys, we're wanting that 750. So if you haven't followed already, then click the button. You know you want to.
Good luck, guys.
Good luck.
Yeah,
Yes, good luck, everybody.
Go, go, go. I didn't realise the time was running down there. Lucky. Good luck.
So we watched the guys leaving the start grid there on the warm-up lap. Steve Legales, Navarro, Lawrence there, Nick Lawrence, Sten Svensson, Ingemar Peterson, so I apologise in advance. Anybody in including 27th and lower position, unfortunately you do not appear in the overlay. Feel free to shout up. Any of you drivers, if you're having a close battle and want to be on the stream, then do shout up and I'll try and jump straight to your race. But if you don't get name checked very often, if you are in 27th or lower, unfortunately it doesn't show on my overlay, so I can't
I'm
see
very
the
close
names.
to the number 16.
I'm very close to third. 1 second.
Oh, coincidentally, Craig, we are actually watching you around the track at the moment, Craig. But don't make any mistakes.
Yay.
Don't put it into the wall on the formation lap. That would be very embarrassing.
We're all getting really close.
Uh-oh, just damaged me under tray.
Did you follow through?
I'm gonna say, is that what they call it? So Kazdar starting to bring the drivers together. We go down the last straight into the chicane that take us onto the grid.
We spent loads of time making a lovely fancy dash
Fancy dress?
in that dine herd, but it don't carry through. It don't carry through to the race, does it?
No, there's a separate race configuration file. I made that mistake as well. I've got it all just the way I wanted. Got to a race. Oh, it's back to the default.
Oh well, I know for next time.
Good luck, guys.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Yeah,
everyone.
good luck.
Good luck.
Okay, so the grid seems to be just about on their position. I'll be watching for those lights. As soon as they come on, we're watching to see who can get the best entrance into the first series of corners.
My brakes are cold.
Yeah.
Where's the horn? The horn don't work.
Who's got in position? Here we go. Good luck, everyone.
Hello.
Good luck.
Good luck.
All lights are on and they're going. Kazdar looked like he got a very good start, added Florian. Craig Patterson is making up the race as well. So Craig Patterson is still in fourth. I can't remember, did you qualify in fourth, Craig, or not?
Somebody spun. No, I qualified in third.
In third, oh, you've lost a place. Nobody's saying you've gone up. And we have another follower. Jesus, thank you for following.
We got mayhem back here.
Man.
Come on. Hardly any damage.
So we're riding now with Simon Oliveros, very close behind Ricardo. He's putting a move onto Ricardo Martins. Can he hold on to it? He's drifted a bit wide over the curbs, keeps control. So Simon goes up into 10th place. But he's run wide of Simon, so Ricardo might get another look. So riding with Nathaniel Rees now, very close behind John Suter. He's got the slipstream. Now let's see who can outbrake each other into the first corner. Nathaniel is going to take that. Oh, there's a contact there between Nathaniel and Simon. Unfortunate. Let's hope Nathaniel can rejoin safely. Very unfortunate, Nathaniel's. Well, very good driving there. Didn't dive back onto the track there. Well done, Nathaniel. Now we're watching Erhan Jarosky. He must have had some sort of incident because he qualified very highly up the field. He's back in 26th place at the moment, so he'll be looking to put in some good laps, try and make up some time.
Oh. Hello, Flascon.
So we're riding with Andres Ehrlich, looking back onto Craig Patterson as he takes a little look into turn one, putting some pressure on Andreas. Go and take a look at the battle between Bram Hengeveld and Moises Navarro, looking very close there. I think Bram has just gone past Moses, I believe. As we watch the battle between Theo van der Brink and Maverick Jones side by side. Oh, Theo trying to hold on around the outside, a little bit of contact. Oh, Bram Hengeveld sneaks through there. Didn't even know he was coming up on the outside there. Inside into the chicane. So he picked up a few places there. He was in 15th a moment ago. He's up to 13th. Bram's doing some great overtaking there. And Jörn Horbelt having a look at the Bram will be on the outside into the hairpin. As Theo's runs wide. Gets the power down well. Bram is all over his rear wing. Is he going to get a move? Here he goes. Going to be side by side into the last chicane. Theo brakes later. Rough over those curbs, but managed to hold it together. Well done, Theo van der Brink there. Remains in 12th place, but still a lot of pressure from Bram, and just behind Bram we have Jörn Horbelt. Oh, we've just come up on the play. Erhan Javoski has left the game, not sure why there. He's qualified very well, but did see that he was towards the rear of the field, so something happened early on. Erhan Javoski unfortunately has left the race. Now we have another follower, Bartolaf. Bartolaf, our latest follower. Oh, Theo van der Brink's lost it, so Bram's up into 12th place. And Jörn Horbelt is still close behind. So we have a close battle between Nuno Aparicio and Steve Legalis. Let's go and have a look. As we see Steve looking on the inside, he backs out. Riding from Nuno Aparicio's rear wing, looking back on Steve Legalis. Very close racing, less than about 0.3. Although Steve has the slipstream, so that's already down to 0.2 on the start-finish straight.
Just focus on third place again.
Yeah, Craig Patton's moved up into 3rd place. We can see there on the orders at the left-hand side. And we have another follower, Hajo Zef. Hajo Zef, thank you very much. Hey. Just slightly on the grass there by Nuno. He's going to run wide. Steve may be able to get into the slipstream, into the hairpin here, very close behind. Nuno defending, Steve goes to the inside. Can he hold it under braking? Oh, Nuno back on the inside, but I think Steve's got it there. Nuno couldn't get the power down on the Maro, so a good move there by Steve Legalis, up into 17th place. And I can see the very close times between 15th. Just catch that action, hopefully. Oh, almost 3 wide into the final chicane between Matthias. I've got a spinner, unfortunately. Moses Navarro had spin in the last chicane. He's recovered it, he's lost a few places, he's recovered it without getting involved in the incident. Well done. So riding with Andrew Ford, with Maverick Jones very, very close behind, applying a lot of pressure, so Andrew's be looking to try and get some consistency to hold on to the position here. Maverick drifted a little wide on the entry to that chicane, so he's got a bit of breathing room now for Andrew Ford. Now look on the timings, you can see that Kazdar Karim and Florian Visa are approximately a second apart, but there's a gap then back to 3rd and 4th place. It looks like the battle between Craig Patterson and Andreas Ehrlich is slowing them down, and Kazdar Karim and Florian Visa are looking like they're getting a little bit of a breakaway.
2nd place just spun out, and
Okay, in second place, so Florian Visa has spun out just as we hear over the radio. Thank you there to Craig for that report. Going to try and take a quick look. And Florian has, unfortunately, with that spin, he's decided that he's left the race. So Florian is now a DNF. So we watch Andrew Zerlich from the trackside camera there. I think Andrew has just had a big bit of lag. Certainly appears to be having a lot of lag there.
Spun as well.
I'm not sure what happened, whether he got lag or whatever. Certainly lag appeared on my screen, so I'm not sure what went on there for Andrea. So a lot of changes up at the top orders. So that puts Craig Patson in second place, 4.7 seconds behind Kazdar Karim. Dan O'Neill's currently in third place. Miguel Muniz in fourth place. Thomas Lankinen in fifth, and Ramon van Rijn in sixth place. Ricardo Martin seventh, and Simon Olizarowicz in eighth place. John Suter in ninth place, my top 10 for John, and Jörn Holbelt is up into 10th with Bram Hengeveld close behind, about a second off. So our top 10. So let's go back to Nuno Aparicio and Andrew Ford, still very close as we do just catch riding with Andrew Ford, looking at the inside of Nuno Aparicio into the hairpin. We have Maverick Jones also. Oh, it's spun just as I say that. Commentators go just as I say Maverick Jones. He just think took a little bit too much curb in the final chicane there, resulted in a spin for Maverick. I was about to say he was closing up on the fight between Nuno and Andrew Ford there. We have another follower, Vitesse Design. Thank you for following this evening.
Hey!
So let's go and take a look at Dan O'Neill in third place. The times look close between Dan and Miguel Muniz. So let's see how close they are. Well, you can see the gap between them there. There's not a lot into the final chicane. It looks like it'll be about 0.6 of a second as we cross the start-finish line. Okay, we have another follower. Spank the Monkey, thank you for following. Spank the Monkey #1. Thank you for following.
Hopefully not right now.
Oh no, watching the stream's much too exciting for that.
Good, yeah.
Shouldn't have had them baked beans then.
The closest battle looks to be between our resident admins John Suter and Bram Hengeveld, about a second apart, with Jörn Holbelt a second ahead of John rather. Too many J's. Looking at the timings, I was trying to find a close battle. If anybody's having a close battle, feel free to shout out. The camera can be on you in seconds. I think it's still Dan O'Neill and Miguel Muniz. Let's go back and have a look at their fights. Yes, approximately 0.4 of a second between Dan and Miguel.
Cutting in.
So we have Bram Hangerville, the first to pit, I do believe. See how long his stop takes, whether he's taking or tyres. How's the tyre wear going, chaps? How are you doing?
82%.
Oh, it's not too bad. You going to let us in on your tyres strategy there, Bram, or are you keeping it to yourself?
No, 3 stop. 2 stop. Sorry.
2 stops. So you took tyres and fuel, or just kept your tyres there?
Tyres and fuel.
Tyres and fuel for Bram there. So it comes back out in 19th place. And I think that's Nick Lawrence who's coming into the first series of corners, but Bram is safely out ahead, not far behind Moses and Navarro. So in 12th place we have Jean Horbelt as we just catch the race at the right time there. As he has a look at Steve Legales into the hairpin. I think Jean's going to have the slipstream here. Side by side. On the outside, Steve backs out of the corner. He wouldn't have the line through the corner, so it allows Jean to take it. Let's see if Steve can stick with Jörn Herbert. So Jörn up into 9th place now. And we have Andrew Ford also involved in that battle, all over the back of Steve. I don't know if Steve's suffering with tyre wear a little there, or just trying to get it back together after Jörn had put the passing move on. A little bit of tyre smoke under braking as well from Steve. We have another follower, H4KK4. Thank you very much.
Hey!
Andrew very close up onto Steve under braking there, but Steve had the better exit of the corner. So just a little bit different styles of driving. We'll see how it pays out into the back straights. So did somebody just try and say something to me I couldn't hear over the engine noise? Obviously Steve's into the pits. And another follower, Semi Barbarous. Thank you very much. Let's see if we can make 700. We're halfway there tonight already. 675 followers. Let's go for the 700. Maybe even the 750. We have 28 million viewers. Everybody watching, thank you very much for joining us tonight. So we have Matthias Lepaczynski will be closing up on Steve as he exits the pits. Can't see where Matthias is. I was just starting onto the start-finish straight, so further back than I thought.
What are you doing there, John?
I spun you going into the pits. Whoops.
So Craig's pitting as well. Second place is pitting. Did I hear, Craig, that you had a minor incident as you came into the pit lane there?
Yeah, I did. I spun going into the pit.
You spun into the pits. It must have been a nice 360. It doesn't look like you lost too much time. So Craig struggled to enter the pits there, but it's a very quick stop. I'm not sure whether he took tyres or not. That seemed to be very quick indeed. You'll let us onto your secret, Craig, or are you keeping it to yourself?
I didn't take tyres.
Oh, no tyres for Craig. Sounds like Andrew Ford's got a phone call. You don't have to answer it, Andrew. You can ignore this one.
He loves his PPI. Have you been injured at work?
Yes, I stabbed myself with a bloody pencil.
John Suter, have you just pitted, John? Is that correct? Just left? Yeah, okay, so John's come back out. John and Bram were very close together when Bram did the first of the pit stops. And they've come back out in almost exactly the same position. So John is in 11th place, or currently 1.3 seconds behind Bram Hengerveld. Okay, looks like we have a close battle between Dan O'Neill and Thomas Lankinen. Let's go and take a look at that. Well, you can see how close that battle is. Literally inches between the rear wheel of Dan O'Neill and Thomas Lankinen into the final chicane. So pressure being applied by Thomas onto Dan. And we have Miguel Muniz all within, so these two drivers all within a second of each other. Dan O'Neill now up into 3rd place, so a very good performance here from Dan tonight. We move the camera back to Thomas Lankinen, who's getting pressured by Miguel Muniz here. And another follower, F1 Italian Axel. Thank you for following. 675, only 25 more needed tonight. There's 26 minutes left in the race, so all we need is one follower per minute, guys. You know you want to follow, click that button.
I want extra downforce.
A little wiggle from Thomas Lankinen, which I think means Miguel Muniz will have a good slipstream onto the final straight there. Thomas is going to have the inside line, but it's going to be a close call. So close. Miguel Muniz brakes very late. He's lost it on the braking over the bump there. They managed to avoid each other. Well done to Thomas for the avoiding action. Miguel Muniz looks like he's going to be regained the track. No more contact. Unfortunately for Miguel, there's a great battle going on between those two.
Thanks.
So let's once again go a little bit further back down the field. As we see Steve Legales, I was about to say, is putting a move onto Andrew Ford into the final chicane. He's got the inside line this time if he can do it under braking. Oh, sorry, Andrew Ford's going into the pits. So I was about to say Steve Legales has backed out of the braking there, but when you go into the pits you can brake much later. So Andrew into the pits. So Steve Legales is now up into 12th place with Theo van der Brink not far behind in 13th.
Come on, Theo.
And I
not
have a
far
pit
behind,
penalty.
Steve.
How do I serve a pit penalty?
And was it a stop-go, Andrew, or what did you have? You got a drive-through. I think you had a drive-through. That's what I can see the sign on my display there because I'm following you. You got another one? Did you? Are you speeding in the pits possibly?
I did, but I can't serve it for some reason.
Do anybody help him out, guys, about how you serve? He's got a drive-through, I believe. That's what the display
A
says.
drive-through is a drive-through. Should not stop.
Does he have to do anything to kind of say, I want to serve it?
I think I must have to cancel a pit request or something.
Ah, yes. Yeah, if you think you're wanting to pit, then it'll take. It won't treat it as a drive-through, unfortunately, because you just did do a drive-through, Andrew. It's a shame there you're having a good battle.
Oh, thanks. Third visit to the pits.
Indeed. And there's probably still another one to go for tyres and fuel, maybe. I don't know. Okay, let's see who's got a close battle there as we just pick up on Matthias Lepaczynski there, having a little detour onto the grass.
Looks like I just got a disconnect on that.
Oh no.
Oh, who's that? Sorry, who's got connection problems?
Nick Lawrence, I'm a long
Nick
way
Lawrence.
back, don't worry.
Oh, well, it's a shame, Nick. I hope you have enjoyed the race. If you've been disconnected, I hope you enjoyed the time you had on the track.
Oh, it says I've been disqualified for some reason.
Did you have a penalty?
Oh, if you've
Not that I noticed.
so the icon in the top left corner is not always obvious if you're focused. If you did have a penalty, you didn't serve it, I think within 3 laps for some of them, then you will get DQ'd, unfortunately. We do have another follower, with 2 new followers. We had Zig, and now we have Trenefelt. 678 followers, 27 million viewers at the moment.
Incredible.
I need to concentrate on my camera work because we have a great battle here between Dan O'Neill and Craig Patterson. Dan has closed right. Oh, just as I say that, the usual commentator curse, Craig has unfortunately put it into the tyres in the final chicane. That puts Dan O'Neill up into 2nd place, and apologies to Craig for that commentator's curse. I think I switched to you just as you were hitting the braking zone for the final chicane.
Mini.
The damage is set quite low on the server tonight, so hopefully Craig will have escaped without any damage. It appears to still have the front wing on the car there, so
I say no damage.
no damage for Craig there. So now will be a good battle, looks like, between Thomas Lankinen and Craig Patterson. So we'll ride with the rear wing of Thomas, looking back at Craig.
Go inside 1st place.
Yep. Because probably leaving pits, someone was.
Oh, Craig, he struggled there. Craig put 2 wheels on the grass, as we saw in that braking zone. I think he's just clipping it. Did very well to avoid the back of Thomas Lankinen. So, but he's despite that, he's made a great corner through the hairpin, and he's going to be having a look at the inside or the outside. He goes to the inside into the final chicane. Side by side, but it looks like Craig's just the braking very well. So Craig back into 3rd place. So let's go and take a look. Who's it going to be? Who's going to get nervous? We're going to go with Theo van der Brink, and it's a good choice because, as we can see, he's right behind Steve Legales. Side by side into the final chicane, and Theo van der Brink, if he can hold it through the corner, will take 12th place. He's heavy over the curb there, but he holds the place. So 12th place now for Theo van der Brink.
Yay.
Looks like they're catching up quickly on John. Looks like John had a moment there in the first sequence of corners. Is that correct, John?
Senior moment.
A senior moment. Senior moment. But he's back on track. He's got no damage.
The car anyway.
And I can see Miguel Muniz is up into 4th, so Thomas Lankinen has dropped back down to 5th place. A few laps ago we saw Craig Patterson Thomas battling for 3rd and 4th place. So Thomas has lost another position there, back to 5th place. Kazdar Krim is in 1st place, but it looks like Dan O'Neill has closed right up. So I'm not sure if Kazdar has done an extra pit stop. I thought the gap was larger. Anybody know if the leader has pitted additionally over FBL?
No, he's only done 1 pit.
He's only done the 1 pit, so Dan O'Neill doing very well there. Because I thought the gap was larger. I thought the gap was larger than it appears now. So Dan closing up on Kazdar. The gap has closed to 4.4 seconds.
Dan took fresh tyres, that's why he's catching him.
Okay, so yes, pit information. The secrets are coming out. Dan apparently is on fresh tyres, though, and as you can see, that time is now down to 4.2, 4.1. So certainly, I mean, it varies as we go around the track, but certainly does appear that Dan is gaining on the current leader, Kastar Karim.
Quick question: if I pit for 20 liters of fuel, will it add 20 liters or will it fill up to 20 liters?
It'll add.
Okay, thanks.
So we have Craig Patterson and Miguel Muniz in a battle for third place. Craig currently in third. He's sticking to the inside line, defending on the final stroke there. Now it looks like Miguel Muniz attempting to go around the outside. He was pushing very hard, he made it. He elects to go over, forced to go over really the curbs there as they stayed side by side into the final chicane. So great battle going on between Craig Patterson and Miguel Muniz. Miguel running very wide on the exit on that corner. Keeps it, I think he kept it out of the wall, but not by much. We're up to 679 followers. I don't know if I'm getting all the alerts, but for the latest one that's showing is Formula Rookie Racer. So thank you for following this evening. Again, Miguel's looking around the outside. Craig's defended into the final corner. Was the contact there? It's hard to see from the external camera, but Miguel is now up into third place. And looking at the times there, it looks now that the time between Dan O'Neill and Kastar Karim is now down to, I think, a shade over 3 seconds. Let's go and have a look. Yes, 3.5 seconds, so that was 4.4 a lap or two ago. So Dan O'Neill definitely closing in on Kastar Karim.
I spun.
Thank you.
Oh, just here, unfortunately Craig's had a spin. Just by yourself, Craig, or were you tempted to have a look at Miguel?
Myself, yeah.
Oh, okay. So Craig has had a spin, but he's in 5th place. But I think Ricardo Martins is, yes, certainly applying a little pressure on Craig.
Whoa.
So here, battle between Theo van der Brink. I recognised that sound of exclamation from Theo, as Theo and Steve Legales have a good battle there. Did you have a moment, Theo?
Oh yes, I had one.
I had a moment. So, okay.
Was it senior like mine?
Yes.
So we have neglected the lead a little bit. It's been doing very well, but there's a gap closes between Dan O'Neill and Kastar. Let's go and take a lap or two with Kastar Karim. I believe he qualified in pole position and has kept it, I'm pretty sure, throughout the race, barring any pit stop overlap. I think he's been in first place. The gap back to Dan is now back up to the 4 second areas. I don't know if that's just variation within the lap We'll have to see as they cross the start-finish line whether Dan has is imagined to close that gap or if it's opened back up a little. So still about 4 seconds as Dan crosses the start-finish line, so we'll keep an eye on that. Let's go and take a look further down the field, see where we can find some action. Ricardo Martins is putting a move onto Craig Patterson as they both go for the pits at the last minute. So possible confusion between the two. I hope neither of them exceeded the pit speed limit, so we don't want them getting any drive-through penalties. But Ricardo Martin and Craig Patterson were both headed into the pits. I think Craig, you were on the line, and Ricardo was hoping that you were going to go round the corner so he could go in the pits.
User disconnected from your channel.
Oh well, never mind. I've got damage as well, it's fixing. I think I did exceed the bit lead speed limit, so I think
you're going to get a drive-through. That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Ricardo Martin and Craig leaves as well, so swap over of position there. And if Craig does get a drive-through, it does, unfortunate for Craig, is he gets a drive-through penalty. So we'll come back to Craig in a few laps to see where he comes back out after his drive-through.
Oh, that's fresh tyre on as well, so I can push that help.
You really have to come out just in front of me.
Don't worry, you'll be overtaking me in a minute.
I won't jump on next time.
Oh yeah.
I was going to try and catch him on my head.
We have 11 minutes left of the race this evening.
Put a drive through now, I just need to literally just drive through the pit. I don't need to tell it I'm coming in.
Just make sure you don't have a pit stop selected, otherwise it will not count it as a drive-through. So according to Andrew Harper, who unfortunately got a drive-through that didn't count. So
Andrew Ford, yeah.
Yes, because he had
Andrew Ford.
Andrew Ford. Apologies, sorry, Andrew Ford.
It's alright. I'm the idiot.
Oh, it's an easy mistake. I think we've probably all done that at some point. It's an easy mistake to do. Usually, I just forget to hit the speed limiter completely. So.
If your name was Andrew Volkswagen or something, but...
Okay.
Doing my drive-through.
So John Suter's into the pits, and Craig's just ahead of him as well, doing his drive-through. So Bram goes up into 9th place. Bram Hangevelde up into 8th now, as Ramon van Rijn must be in the pits as well. So Bram has picked up quite a few places from his starting position on the grid. Do you know where you qualified, Bram? Can you remember?
Yeah, 18th or something.
18th place, so 10 places it looks like at this stage that Bram has managed to pick up during the race.
Well, let's push for 10 minutes.
God, I hate this track.
So Craig Patterson back out on fresh tyres in 10th place, is still holding on to the top 10 despite his drive-through. He will, as he says, he's going to be pushing hard now. Fresh tyres, 10 minutes of fuel left. He'll be hoping to make up a few places. Okay, looks like there is a close battle for 5th and 6th. Let's go and take a look. Well, just as we see, Jörn Horbelt goes into the pits and Ricardo Martins, that was the battle I was going to. Ricardo Martins stays out. So Ricardo Martins up into 5th place. Jörn Horbelt in the pits in 6th at the moment. Theo van der Brink and Nuno Aparicio. Let's take a look. As Nuno takes a look on the outside, Theo defending into the final chicane. Theo has the line, he can control the car over the curb, and she does so. So Theo holds on to 11th place. The gap between first and second, according to this display, and it does vary throughout the lap, but it looks like it's down to about 3 seconds. So looks like Dan O'Neill may have taken a second out of the lead of Kazdar Karim. Keep an eye on that. If it gets closer, we'll switch to the battle for first place.
Oh no!
That is unfortunate, Theo, because I was live streaming that one.
Fortunate for the viewers.
All those millions disappointed.
Those millions, that's it, 26 million viewers all cried out in sympathy for Theo van der Brink because he lost it there.
Maybe I get some sympathy money.
Yes, that's it. That's it, donate everybody, donate. If you feel sorry for Theo, make your donations now.
Or a fan boost via Twitter.
So we've got Dan O'Neill going into the pits. I was about to say, looks like the gap has closed down between Kazdar Karim and Dan O'Neill. But Dan is entering the pits. I think that's why he was gaining so rapidly on Kazdar with fresh tyres. Not sure if Kazdar is going to put another stop in or not. Is it possible, gentlemen, to do a one-stop strategy? I've not seen Kazdar make many stops. It's not possible. I'm not sure how many stops. The overlay, unfortunately, should tell me how many stops people have made, but it doesn't. So Dan looks like he'll come back out safely in second place. It will be interesting to see if Kazdar does another stop or not. I'm not sure if Kazdar is on TeamSpeak. He is, but he's got the speaker muted, I can see, so he can't hear a word I'm saying, probably because he doesn't want to be put off by the commentator curse. A wise move by Kazdar. That's why he's winning the race. It might be an element of skill there, but mostly because he's not listening to me.
He's probably listening. He's not speaking.
Well, he says he's got a speaker mute, so I don't think he's listening either.
Yeah, but when I mute mine, I can hear.
Oh, you can hear? Oh, I didn't realise that. Okay.
Yeah, it's called selective hearing.
Selective hearing, indeed.
Apparently, us men are good at that.
Yeah.
What?
What?
Yep, exactly.
Leaders in the pit, I believe.
Oh, it is indeed, as we are watching Kazdar as Kazdar comes into the pit, so we'll see there's about a 3-second gap between Kazdar and Dan when Dan took the new tyres and fuel on the previous lap. Dan, if you're able to speak, did you take tyres and fuel or just fuel on your last stop?
I'll tell you after the next couple of laps.
Okay, fair enough, Secrets. It is for race victory, so let's see if we follow Kazdar Karim. Dan O'Neill, 4 seconds gap between them, 3 seconds. Kazdar still in the pits, 2 seconds, 1 second. Looks like Dan will get. He's up into first place. Let's see if the camera's going to show us where Kazdar comes out. How close will it be? And then we can see Kazdar, and we do have a donation. Thank you very much to Trenna Feller, who has donated €5. Thank you very much. A very well-deserved cheer. Thank you very much, guys, on TeamSpeak. So Dan O'Neill, he obviously liked the excitement there of Dan O'Neill. He's up into first place. Kazdar Karim in second. I suspect Kazdar did take tyres, and that's why the positions changed out on track. So if that's the case, we'll certainly likely to see Dan coming under pressure for the last 4 minutes of the race if Kazdar's on fresh tyres and Dan elected to keep his existing ones.
Oh, it only took me 45 minutes to figure out that all the chicanes are the wrong gear. Nice. Slow learner.
And you say that out in public.
Yeah. I'm on fire now. 6th.
Shut up.
So the gap is 1.1 seconds between Dan O'Neill, who we're following by the external camera there, Kazdar Karim approximately 1 second back as we enter into the start-finish straight once more. A little over 3 minutes left of this race.
All I need is 3 people to spin out severely in front of me.
Yeah, me too. One in front of me.
Hey. You leave me out of it, Theo.
I had my senior moment. You still open one?
Well, he is the senior, so
So we're riding with Kazdar. The gap is now down to 0.8 of a second. So looks like Kazdar's tyres have warmed up. And we're going to see a lot of pressure being put on Dan O'Neill for the last few minutes of the race. Oh, Kazdar Karim's having a look at the inside of Dan. There is a little contact. Who can get the better power down out of the exit? Looks like Dan holds on to the place. Very late braking by Kazdar. There was some contact, but both drivers kept control. Dan is defending into the final chicane. Kazdar's on the outside. Millimetres between the two there. And Kazdar moved over a little early, I felt, there, as they both rumble across the chicanes. So Dan O'Neill holds on to first place. 2 minutes left of this race. And another follower who we got. Cola Trask 2. Thank you very much.
You might want to watch
Kazdar again looking, riding over the curb very heavily. And the fastest lap for Miguel Muniz in third place. Has just put the fastest lap in. As John Suter picks not a great moment to have a spin right in front of the leaders as they race, but everybody gets through safely.
that's because I took the front tyres instead of rear tyres.
And Kazdar brakes too late. He runs wide. He's going to have to give the place back to Dan O'Neill. So Dan O'Neill holds on again to first place. It's a great battle in the closing minutes. We have just over 1 minute, so I suspect 2 more laps of this race, I think. And we have another follower, Kalatra SC2, 679 followers now.
You're late.
Kazdar looking up under braking again. He rides over the curb. Not sure if there was contact there or if Dan lost it under braking. Don't believe there was contact. If Dan wants to say, did you feel any contact, Dan? Did you think?
Not that time.
Not that time. Indeed, not that time. There was a fair bit of contact between the two, but until that point they'd both managed to survive it. But Kazdar has got, although he runs wide through the first sequence of corners, but Kazdar on fresh tyres has managed to take back pole position in the closing seconds of the race. Not pole position, sorry, first position.
I might run out of fuel.
Oh, and Dan has gone back past Kazdar. Not sure if Kazdar has let him through if he felt there was contact on that move. I didn't see any contact, but if Kazdar felt there was, he's generously let Dan back through, as the Gentleman Race Club with Race Department, so as the rules specify. So again, a lot of pressure from Kazdar. Kazdar do anything under the braking to the hairpin, right behind Dan. Oh, unfortunately, just a little bit of contact there.
Yeah, brilliant.
So as he finished the race, Kazdar Karim in first place. Dan O'Neill in second place. He just got punted a little bit in the hairpin there. But a great race between the two. Miguel Muniz in 3rd place, Thomas Lankinen in 4th, Ricardo Martins in 5th, Simon Olizarowicz in 6th place, Bram Hengeveld 7th place, picking up 11 places from his starting position, Ramon van Ryn in 8th place, Craig Patterson in 9th, picked up a place in the closing stages, did Craig after his drive-through, Bjorn Horbelt in 10th, Steve Legales in 11th, Theo van der Brink in 12th, John Suter in 13th, Nuno Aparicio 14th, Ingemar Peterson 15th. A new follower, not in 16th, but Finesse 2517. Andrew Ford is who's in 16th place. Martus Lopaczynski in 17th, Nathaniel Rees 18th, 19th Sten Svensson, and 20th Andrew Harper. Then we move on to those who weren't unfortunately able to complete the race. So Sven Arne Anderson 21st, Moses Navarro 22nd, Charles-Gilles Riaz, and the server has rolled over. So Charles-Gilles Riaz will be the last person to be name checked, I believe, in 22nd place. And the followers are coming thick and fast as we have Pio Trematu. Thank you very much. 682 followers. I think we got, what's that? How many more did we get? Was that 22, 23 followers tonight? So thank you very much to everybody who's chosen to do so. And that brings tonight's race to an end. So I hope you've enjoyed watching this Formula 3 race from Montreal. Thank you very much, everybody, for watching. And thank you to all the drivers who have raced tonight. A big cheer from everybody, please. Yay! There we go. No problems, I enjoyed commentating. Anybody who wants to join Race Department, if you fancy racing online, as you've probably heard tonight, it's a great place to come and join, very friendly. So if you want to join Race Department, come on over and do so. We'll welcome you with open arms. Thank you very much for watching, and good night.